What's up, guys? It's Whitney. So good to see everyone. Today, really wanted to start diving into a little bit about my investment portfolio, focusing on how I feel like the quickest way to reach financial freedom, become a millionaire, further than that, scale it, is through real estate. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today, how to use leverage to our advantage, different ways to approach it, starting with a little bit amount of money or a large amount of money, and different thoughts that I have on it from what I've learned. So without further ado, let's get into it. So today, I was at my second real investment property. I close in 4 days, so super excited about that, and got final approval on the loan today. That one, just to give you a little bit of background, is a 1,200 square foot townhouse here in the suburbs of Orlando where I live. I actually own another townhouse in the same development that I bought last year. So I'll show you pictures in the corners of both of those. And the first one, like I said, it was a very big learning curve. That one, so different ways to look at the leveraging money and how I went about it. Last year, being my first one, I wanted to get the lowest interest rate possible. So I actually chose to take a cash out refi on my primary residence so I could get that low interest rate when they were historically so low. So I took out a 30-year fixed rate, and now I can't believe I got 3.1%, but have that house and actually paid cash for my townhouse. And then this one, I am doing a conventional 30-year, hoping these interest rates come down and maybe refi later in the future, but took out a loan on that. So I'm paying 25% down so I could get a lower investment property interest rate. And in later videos, I'm going to go in more in depth how I approached it and different things for that. But for today, just doing an overview on how real estate can get you the quickest way, but just wanted you to know my experience and where I'm coming from with this. It has already been, my house I bought just last year in the low 200s has already appreciated about $50,000 in just 1 year. My primary residence in 3 years has appreciated $150,000. And my house here is only 2,400 square foot in the suburbs, built in the 70s. So there's nothing that fancy about it. We love it for the boys. We have a pool, big backyard, which you always have to have in Florida. But that's been our approach. Is I have stocks, and I'm gonna go through my dividend portfolio, all of that on this channel. But today, like I said, the focus is the real estate. So a little bit about how I was raised and how I had to change my mindset for real estate is I was raised in a big Dave Ramsey family where debt is bad and don't pay off your mortgage as quickly as possible, pay cash for all your cars, don't use your credit cards, all of those things. And I am a big believer that debt, it can be bad, and there is such thing as bad debt. So I don't have a car payment. Both our cars are paid off cash. We have no credit card debt. I use my credit cards. I just pay them off every month because I want the miles and the rewards, which I definitely am a big fan of. But for real estate and long-term locked-in rates, I think that debt can be good. And we need to use leverage to help further our portfolios, our money, our net worth. So just to give you, for instance, is now with this second townhome, I will have over $1 million worth of real estate, and I do not make anywhere near that kind of money to where I can have an appreciating asset that will be paid off by tenants, other people. I have, with the cash out refi, my first townhouse pays my mortgage here, so I have no debt with that, and then cash flow, and then the second, it will pay its own at plus cash flow. So like I said, we will get further in depth of what I look at with numbers, different things. but just showing you the power that can happen with leverage. So you don't have to have a lot of money to put down. FHA loan for first-time home buyers, 3.5%. You just find your asset class you want, find the price range you want, location, for if you want to do, first thing to do is start with your primary residence. If not, and you have equity, you can do something similar to like I did and do a cash out refi or save up for a down payment, different things. It doesn't have to be 20%, 25%. Sometimes I really don't recommend doing that when you're first getting started, just to go ahead and get your feet wet with this. But it is just important to start. That was the biggest thing. It intimidated me. I kept researching and reading and different things, and the market's strange right now. It's slowing down some, so we actually have, but when I bought my house last year, it was a completely seller's market. So that was intimidating as a buyer, but just having that gave me the confidence. And actually my second property, I was able to get off market by talking to a neighbor colleague of mine at a 4th of July thing. And literally the next week I went to look at it and had it off market, $15,000 under appraisal. So now I have some room to put some updates, but it has great bones in it, all of those things. So the best thing is to get started so you can learn, go from there, and get that momentum, that ball rolling. With the debt, it's using, if you just learning to view it differently, that it's not bad, that we can use it for our own good. With another way you can get into it is a partnership. So using someone else's money. If you want to be the landlord, if you want long-term rentals, or if you want flips or different things like that. I'm not as interested in the flipping, but I know a ton of people have made money with that, and you just have to spend the time researching it, getting into it, and learning, teaching yourself. If you want to learn, if you have skills, a trade, anything that you can do for the property that saves you on repairs, that saves you on different, time, stress, things like that, trying to set a plumber to go up or a handyman to go up or anybody to get up there to help. Also, you can either manage it yourself, which is the cheapest way, so you can keep all of your cash flow coming into you, or you can have a rental property manager come in and do everything for you, so you don't have to worry about any of it. There's so many different ways. And the big thing that I just want to get across today is just get started. So I hope y'all guys have a great day. Just want to get into it. Looking forward to building this channel. If you got anything out of this video, please like it, subscribe it. I have some renovations that are going to be going on. That's going to be a series I'm going to do. I was over there with my contractor today, so showing y'all the before and after of just how to put a facelift on a property, paint, floors, different things like that. Bought new appliances, so I don't have to worry about it. Saving up that equity if you want to, or finding a turnkey or new construction. So there's so many different things that we are going to go over and show you my process, so that it's not as intimidating as you're looking to do it. So it's for everybody, but shows that girls can do it, moms can do it, families, balancing everything and still working 80 plus hours every 40 hours every week. Wish I could talk, but so still doing that as a physician assistant here in Orlando, in COVID, all of that, and still able to get second property, like I said, close in 4 days. So super excited about that. But hope you guys have a great couple of days. I'll be putting new content out regularly and can't wait to interact with you guys. Leave a comment below. Appreciate it. Thank you.